Hi there, Aggie community. This video will review important information and policies for employers who will hire work-study students to work for their department or organization. To begin, let's review just some general information to help you understand the Work-Study Award. These awards are based on early FAFSA submission, financial need as determined by FAFSA, and funding availability. The maximum award amount will depend on the student's budget and need for the semester. Employed work studies are allowed to work a maximum of 20 hours per week during their enrolled semester. By regulation, students cannot work during scheduled class time. No overtime pay will be allowed for work studies. Any hours worked in excess of the 20 hours per week will be charged back to the department at 100%. Remaining funds cannot transfer to the next semester, nor can they be paid out to the student. Students are directed to apply for work-study employment via the Handshake app through their My NMSU account. Students are expected to obtain a work-study position within 45 days of the beginning of the semester. Otherwise, their work-study award will be canceled for the academic year. If a student is offered work-study 1 year, they are not guaranteed the award for the following year. To help these students with employment, our office opens up the work-study waiting list where students can apply for any remaining work-study funds. The Work-Study Award posts to the student's account as a federal or state award type. The My NMSU Award Overview page, found via My NMSU under the Financial Aid tab, provides information of the Work-Study Award offered to students. The Work-Study Award will state if it is a federal award, WFED, or a state award, WST. These awards will also display an assigned campus. For example, a main campus award will display MA for main campus, or for DACC you will see DA. When preparing to hire a work-study, please follow these guidelines. First, request a copy of the student's award overview via their My NMSU account. Using the award overview, verify the student has accepted the award and then review the type of award and campus. You will also need to request the student's semester schedule and ensure there is no overlap between the student's work schedule and their class time. Once you are ready to begin hiring students, use the award letter provided by the student to verify the type of award, WFED Federal or WST State. When completing the EPAF, be sure and choose the matching award type and campus. On the image to the right, you can review the award type and campus with the corresponding index information that you will input on the EPAF. Please note that students may have different award types from previous semesters and years. It is important to review the award letter to ensure you hire under the correct program. If an incorrect award type is chosen on the EPAF, this could cause issues with the student being paid on time. Students can be hired by a different campus from the one they are admitted. However, you must ensure they are hired under the correct work-study program type and index based on the award letter. For example, WST-MA State Award Main Campus can be hired at DACC, but they must hire using the Main Campus Index and Fund for Main Campus, 103-553-601-536. The image to the right provides the indexes used for 70% portion of the student's payroll. For the fall, students can be hired with an effective date no earlier than August 16th, since this is when the fall pay period begins. If a date prior to August 16th is used, then this will cause the EPAF to be returned or rejected. If a student qualifies to work in the summer, you must terminate for the aid year via EPAF and then rehire the student under the summer semester. A new award letter is also required. When completing EPAF, it is important to verify the type of work-study award the student currently received to avoid any payroll issues. When you're creating the student's work schedule, it's important to follow these steps. Every semester, the work-study students must provide you a copy of their class schedule. If they make changes to their schedule, they must provide an updated copy. This must be maintained in the student's employment file. When working with a student to create their work schedule, you must ensure that there is no overlap between the work schedule and class time. Federal regulations do not allow a student to work during class time. If a class is canceled and the student wants to work during that time, they must provide documentation from the instructor indicating that the class was canceled. Example, an email from the instructor or a picture of a cancellation notice. During a federal audit, if it is determined that the student worked during scheduled class time, the department will be billed back at 100% of any earnings. Here are some important work-study guidelines. Timesheet approvers must have a process in place to confirm the accuracy of the student's actual hours worked. Students cannot receive overtime and must remain within working 20 hours within a work week. As student hourly pay rates increase, the number of hours available to work will decrease. Based on the amount of the work-study award for the semester and the student's hourly rate, you could calculate the total hours a student can work during the semester and schedule accordingly. All employers are expected to keep track of their students' weekly hours and earnings. An earnings calculator spreadsheet is available via the work-study webpage at fa.nmsu.edu/work-study. Students can only submit actual worked hours within their official timesheet, and any hours worked in excess of the student's award will be charged back to the department at 100%. Students not initially awarded work-study have an opportunity to apply for the work-study waiting list. This waiting list is for students who did not receive an award but are interested in participating in the work-study program. This includes returning work-studies that did not receive work-study funds but are interested in being rehired. Our fall semester list opens in mid-July, spring opens in mid-December, and the summer opens in mid-April. Please keep in mind that when students place their name on the waiting list, it is not a guarantee that they will receive an award. Factors such as need, as determined by the student's FAFSA, and funding availability is taken into consideration. Students will be notified through My NMSU with an updated award letter if they qualified for work-study funds. For the last day of semester employment, please consider these policies. For fall semester, if a student is graduating, they could work up to the last day of finals. If the student is not graduating, they can work up until the staff winter break begins, if the student has remaining funds. For the spring semester, if the student is graduating, they could work up to the last day of finals. If the student is not graduating, they can then work until May 15th. If students go over their semester award, the department or office of their employment is responsible for paying back 100% of hours worked. To avoid being billed back for pay overages, please do not allow any students to work past these dates, and each department or office must terminate work studies by May 15th for the year or spring semester. The Financial Aid Office appreciates you taking the time to learn about our work-study program and our employment policies. If you have questions, we encourage you and any work-study employees to visit our work-study page at fa.nmsu.edu/work-study. Our website has information on employer work-study guidance, student eligibility, the waiting list, and other financial aid resources. We also recommend for you to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, where we announce the waiting list openings, important dates, and any student job postings that are shared with our office. A big thank you to everybody watching this video, as well as the greater Aggie community and all of our campus partners. For any additional information, please visit fa.nmsu.edu.